a rather disappointing end to the move.
I think the interesting thing for me at the moment is the 11th for Bromsgrove, the lad Gray. He's doing a good job. He obviously is going to try and get forward.
Yeah, he gets a few goals, Brian, as well. You know, I think he's got 5 so far this season, but he's doing his defensive work at the moment, which is very important. Inside the 10th minute of this game at Bowerfold on Tameside. It's a good footballing area. There's a lot of clubs around about here. Hyde United, Curzon Ashton, with good non-league pedigree. Mossley. And here come the Worcestershire side, Bromsgrove Rovers, creating space through the middle for Paul Humphrey, and he's surely going to switch it out. Right, he is, to Andy Marlowe. Gray was coming at the back post to get the corner. Came there off Mark Ogley, son of Alan Ogley, the former Manchester City goalkeeper. Brian knew that. So the Bromsgrove corner here, they've got 5 players inside Stalybridge's penalty area, including Gray. He couldn't get in for it. Good interception of the clearance, however, by Neil Glasser, and not a bad ball in either. 2 or 3 of them up there, it could have gone anywhere. Stalybridge knock it out, only as far as Andy Power. And they get it, so that's a free kick. Well seen by Mr. Kane. Foul was on Marlowe, who looks interested in taking the free kick himself, and placed it well. The keeper made a real mess of it and then scrambled it home. It is indeed a goal for Bromsgrove Rovers, scored by Craig Gaunt. He'd stayed up there, and the boy who lives in Nottingham and was the first at the ground tonight. He's travelled separately from the team, puts Bromsgrove into the lead.
Yes, it was a good free kick from the lad, and I thought the keeper was going to get hold of it, but unfortunately he's let it get away from his hand. And there's the lad Gray again, who's, for me, has had a good start with the Bromsgrove. He's got himself in there and has forced the goalkeeper into an error, and the lad stuck it in afterwards. Yeah, it was a bad mistake by the goalkeeper.
Here comes Stalybridge, and almost getting in for the equaliser. Sorry to interrupt you there, Brian. But in was Brendan Burke. It's got to go down to goalkeeping error, though.
Yeah, I would think so, because it should have got hold of that one. He's had it come off his chest, and the 2 lads have been following in, so although it was a good free kick, it bounced just before him. He should have been able to handle it.
Craig Gaunt's 4th goal of the season. But Peter Ragg was telling us before the match that they've never beaten Bromsgrove, haven't Stalybridge, and it's amazing how things like that sometimes get through to players. Here comes Stalybridge now, and there must be a chance here for Paul Wheeler. Great sliding tackle by the man who scored the goal, Gaunt. There's a good chance for Wheeler.
That's right, yes, and they seem to have spoke Stalybridge up a little bit, the goal, hasn't it? They've had a couple of chances since the goal. Yes, great tackle from the goal scorer.
Well, teams are always vulnerable after they've just scored, so they say. And it's a Stalybridge corner. Remember what I said, they've scored in every home game this season. They nearly scored there with Wheeler's flick on. Cota. Down the line, Ryan. Here he is. John Ryan. Well, he usually crosses better balls than that. Too far. Gray. There's a nice turn, and they are moving forward quite impressively, Bromsgrove. They've made quite a bright start here. To say they only arrived about 3/4 of an hour before kick-off, and here they are looking for a second. And this time Hughes holds on to the cross. Do you go along with that, Brian, that Bromsgrove have made quite a decent
Yeah,
start?
they seem to have settled in a little bit better than Stalybridge and playing some good stuff, and for a team that's got a lot of injuries, they seem to know each other.
There was a bit of course knowledge, if you like. A lovely ball, and Brendan Burke tries to win the corner. It was a great ball forward for Stalybridge out of defence, and they've got the chance to knock another one off here for Wheeler. And again the ball will hold up on this surface. Back to Coat up. But look, it bobbled a little just as he was hitting it. Now it's Patterson. We'll have a go, to no avail. In fact, it was Kevin Megson, it was. But this man, Craig Gaunt, has given Bromsgrove Rovers the lead. It's a bit of a scrambly goal, but they all count just the same. Here it is again, this quick free kick taken by Andy Marlowe. And the keeper down to it, Hughes, couldn't hold on. It was just a question of whether the defender Patterson would get back there in time. Gaunt swept it in. Craig Gaunt, who made his debut on Sportswire last season in that match at Kidderminster Harriers. And very impressive he was that day too. He gets involved there with Brendan Burke. A bit of holding on going on, but the referee has allowed play to carry on. And there is Ryan losing out to this man. Gaunt is perhaps the most impressive figure on the pitch so far, Brian.
Well, yeah, the goal, he obviously scored the goal, and it's made him, you know, after he scored the goal, he's got excited and he's enjoying the game now, isn't he? You can see the determination and the commitment in his face now.
Yeah, wants to be doing everything, doesn't he?
That's right.
That will stay in play. Headed on to Ryan. Nick through from him. Decent bit of play this from Stalybridge to keep possession here. And it was until the final delivery from John Ryan. So goal kick. Headed up in the air by Carter. Will keep it in. On he goes. There were enough around him that time, but the ball rather tamely given away. Knocked up again by Humphrey. They always look for Carter to make these runs, and he'll do so again against Megson. Marlowe's cross struck the opponent, and a free kick awarded to the home side. Well, John Ryan was once transferred from Oldham to Newcastle United for £200,000, so there's some pedigree out here tonight.
Yeah, that's right. I was after John actually pre-season. John was at Bury during that time, and he is a good player.
I remember him in his Sheffield Wednesday days as well, so he's played at the highest level. The free kick taken by Ian Patterson. Stalybridge are trying to sign Patterson from Wigan. He's on extended loan at the moment, and he should hoist this one up round about the edge of the area, where Wheeler got it well. Put out by Edmonds though. A bit of dodgy defending, and it's resulted in a corner, and that was excellent persistence on behalf of Bromsgrove by Steve Taylor to win that corner. And they're making life uncomfortable at the moment for Stalybridge. Swung in again round about the penalty spot, and a free kick rightly given against the Bromsgrove man Gaunt. best of clearances, but it worked out reasonably well for Stalybridge as Coat Up switches play down the left to Ryan. Back again from Wheeler to Ryan. He's one, I suppose, he looks very, very left-footed, but he's so good on it, it just doesn't matter. There's one knocked up by Edmonds, and there's that man Gaunt again. Well, he's certainly earning his money tonight, is Craig Gaunt for Bromsgrove. And here is a 2-on-2 situation. Carter's through the middle. Here he is, inside the penalty area. We'll have to turn, though, try and confuse the defender. Switches it back inside to Glasser, and when it all breaks down, it's Wheeler who allows it for Megson to run on.